Beauty, isn't it? Wow. How are you? You ready for some football? We got some football. How's everyone doing? How are you, Riley? Yeah, I'm doing good. Everyone else, all right? Yes. Hey, join our Pick'em League. You still have time, all right? We're trying to get Ryan going. I can see him, but I can't hear him. So hopefully he'll be on with us in just a little bit. Gosh, it's finally here, the start of football season. How awesome is that? We've got football to talk about. Wow. No Travis Kelce tonight. He's out. That's the word from Kansas City. The knee injury in practice, and he is out. He will not play tonight. That's the late word coming from Kansas City. Be interesting to see how that impacts the game. And we have talked about this in the past about how the Detroit Lions can really arrive on the scene tonight. And if you're the Lions, you could not have the table set any better than you have right now. You have no Chris Jones, okay? No Chris Jones, no Travis Kelce. There you have it. Think about that. All right. Yeah, Riley, I'm matching the picture, huh? Little blue wave, little blue shirt. Thank you very much. We're all about how we look here on the stream. Yes, indeed. But seriously, what about the Lions? Like if you told the Lions, Dan Campbell, back in training camp, week one, you don't have to worry about their best pass rusher and arguably the best tight end in football, man, wow. This has got to impact the Kansas City Chiefs. And I don't want to put anything past Patrick Mahomes, but this to me changes this game around somewhat. It really does. All right. So, yeah, Riley, I'm not worried about the venue anymore. With the way they communicate and everything else, it's not like the Lions don't play, in some noisy environments. I understand that Kansas City's, a challenging place to play, but, Kansas City's lost at home in the last few years. Chargers went in there and beat them last year, and I think the year before and other teams. I mean, it's not like they were invincible at home. But, the Bengals went in there, Riley, won the AFC Championship game, right? Last year they lost, but my point is, the year before, hey, you can win. You can't turn the ball over. And, it's not like that's the only noisy stadium in the league. So I don't really put a lot of into that. Jeff, good to hear from you, man. Hope you were doing well. I saw that you lost one of your dogs, and I'm sorry, man. And happy birthday, if I read that correctly. If it is indeed your birthday, happy birthday, buddy. All right, keep the questions coming. We're trying to get Ryan on. He's on, but I could not hear him. So we'll try to connect with him and get him going. All right. But yeah, let's go NFL. You're exactly right, Jeff. Let's go NFL. Pumped up. We got kickoff coming up in a little more than 2 hours from right now. All right. All right. I'm going to see if I can hear Ryan again. All right. Hopefully.
Test 1 2 1 2. No.
Doesn't Ryan look good, everybody? Look how good Ryan looks. Right? Got the hip, no more pain. You went with the headset. I wonder if it's on my end, but I just looked again at everything, and everything looks completely the same on my end. All right, so there you have Ryan. He's appeared with me. I promoted him on the show, and there he is. All right, if you can figure it out, I'll try to get you back on, buddy. All right, so Ryan made his debut. All right, there we have it. All right, man. All right. Yes, indeed. Miami Sports Vibes. Check it in. Check out his podcast, Miami Sports Vibes. It's good stuff. If you're a fan of everything going on in Miami, Nando's got you covered. All right. Nando's got you covered. Go to @Miami Sports Vibe. Check out his podcast, All Things Florida. And I think that game with the Dolphins and the Chargers really is one of the best games on the card this week. I think it's one of the best games on the card. I think Miami at the Chargers is a dandy of a matchup, an absolute dandy. By the way, I don't want to tell Nando this because he may get so excited he'll have to leave the stream. But this morning, I drove by Hard Rock Stadium. That's right. It was right there. I could almost reach out and touch it. I went right by your Stadium. Went right by it. Went right by it. So there you have it. All right. I went right by it, my friend. Went right by it. There we go. All right. John says he thinks that this game is now a toss-up, and I still think that's me surfing behind you. John, it's not you. Trust me. You're welcome, Jeff. Everyone wish Jeff a happy birthday. All right? We really appreciate you, Jeff, and we miss you and your voice over on Listen App. All right? Someone wants to get my thoughts on Bosa's contract. I wish my name was Nick Bosa instead of Grant Napier. Those are my thoughts. All right? You know what? If my name is Nick Bosa, you know what I would do right now? I got 24 people on the stream. I'd give each one of you $100,000. That's what I would do if my name was Nick Bosa. All right? Said, jealous. Can you bless the stadium with the Super Bowl rings that you witnessed your team get? No, I can't, because the Giants play in that stadium this year, and you know who I'm rooting for, okay? So no, I can't, you know? Yes, indeed. A lot of happy birthday wishes for Jeff. Love that, you know? Absolutely. But seriously, the contract for Bosa, he deserves to be the highest paid player along with Aaron Donald, in my opinion. There are probably 5 guys that are put in that category. Nick Bosa is one of them. Plain and simple. Nick Bosa is one of them. So, all right, what do you think about the game tonight without Travis Kelce? What about the impact of no Kelce? I think it's significant. No Jones. So you lose a really good player on each side of the football. That has to impact the Chiefs. You can't just say it doesn't matter. The question is, are the Lions ready for this moment? All eyes on this game. This is a huge game for the Detroit Lions. They need to show everyone that they belong. And, you know, if they lose a close game, okay, don't get blown out. Yeah, I don't have a read on that NFC North right now. I'm not sold on the Vikings. I don't think they're that good. Don't know about the Packers with Jordan Love, the Bears. You know, the Lions to me are right there. This is a very, I think, big spot for the Detroit Lions. No question. All right. And I agree with Riley. It is kind of a statement game early in the year. You know, it is. Absolutely. No question. All right. And, you know, I don't disagree with this. Huge impact not having key players on the Kansas City side, but Mahomes will find a way at the end. Probably right. You know, probably right. I still got to pick the Chiefs, but as a Raiders fan, I'd like to see the Lions win. Of course you would, you know? Absolutely. Yeah, Jeff's right. You know, Kelsey's normally good, 8, 10 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown or a couple. So you can't discount his absence. You just can't. I mean, that's a big loss for Kansas City. That is Mahomes' go-to guy. That is his go-to guy. I'm so pumped up. I can't wait to watch this game, you know? Riley thinks they're legitimate playoff contenders. I would agree, you know? I would agree. Jay says definitely hurts Kansas City, but still suspect that the Chiefs pull it out. It's a big spot for the Lions, boy. You know? It's a big spot for the Detroit Lions. It's probably the biggest stage they've been on. I know that the game to end last year on Sunday night, that you know, to prevent the Packers from going to the playoffs was big, but this is bigger. You know, you now showed last year that you are a respectable team heading in the right direction. This is a huge game for Jared Goff and the Lions. Huge game. So again, no Travis Kelce tonight, and I think that's a smart move. I'm not a doctor. I don't know exactly about the extent of his injury, but you don't play again until the following Sunday. Why play him? You know what? It is a long, long season. All right. My buddy wants to know if I am in South Florida right now. Yes, sir, I am. You know, my buddy, my fraternity brother says he's listening to me right now. Flimbot, how are you, buddy? I'm so happy that you are with me here on YouTube. Yeah. How about the dog pound this year, Bot? Flimbot's a Clevelander. He says he likes Detroit. What about the Browns and the Bengals, buddy? Who you picking on Sunday? I know who you're picking. You know, Joe Burrow is 1-4 in his career against Cleveland. And Cleveland's not bad this year. I mean, if you can get your quarterback to return to the way he was like 3 years ago, he's still young. That could be a good team. My buddy Flimbot's got him going 11-6. I don't think they're going to go 11-6. You know why? Their division's too tough. Baltimore's good. Pittsburgh's very respectable. And yeah, Riley Rue wants to know who Flynnbot is. He's my fraternity brother, Kevin Flynn, nicknamed Flynnbot. Not Flembot, Flynnbot. All right? Not Flem, Flynn, Flynnbot. Probably didn't think we'd be talking about him on the stream. All right? Man, absolutely. Miami Sports Vibes. Grant, your thoughts on Gibbs still stunned they went that route instead of going defense? A little bit. A little bit. But I like the Dolphins. If you can keep your quarterback upright, they're going to be really good. They were really good last year when Tua was on, right? When he was playing, he was really good. Paul's got Cincinnati over Cleveland. Just so you know, I'm going to give you my picks tomorrow, but I picked the Brownies. All right? I picked the Brownies over the Bengals. And I picked the Bengals, by the way, to go to Super Bowl this year, but they're not going 17-0. Not going 17-0. Oh, boy. Riley, the wild stories with me and Flynnbot, oh, my goodness. Oh. Not on this platform. Not on this platform. Right? Can't do it. Wow. One summer, we were all in the house that Flynnbot lived in, and they had a dog, a Siberian Husky. His name was, I think, Shiloh. And a lot of times they kept the dog in the garage, and they never cleaned the garage. And I'll never forget, I walked out there one day with my buddy, George McPhee. I don't know if Flynnbot was with us or not. And we literally, there were thousands, not hundreds, thousands and thousands and thousands of flies in that garage. Okay? Like, you can't make it up. I mean, thousands. It was like Lord of the Flies. I mean, it was like, are you freaking kidding me? Wow. Man. Wow. Wow. We got some other ones. Did I ever yell at my friend that was telling me to hurry up the other day? Of course I did. Of course I yelled at him. Absolutely. Flynnbot just sent me a message, LMAO. Right? Flynnbot, that was the dog's name, wasn't it, Shiloh? Going back, to 1981, 82. I think that was Shiloh, that Siberian Husky. Beautiful dog. Beautiful dog. But I felt bad for, good Lord. Never seen anything quite like that in the garage, Incredible. Or you know what, Flynnbot? It could have been Orr's T-shirt that he had out there in the garage, too. Could have been his T-shirt or one of his towels that attracted the flies, too. That could have been part of the deal. Oh, my God. Oh, the good old days at good old Bowling Green State University. I already told you my story on Listen App, was it 2 weeks ago, about my anatomy class that I had on the other side of campus in winter quarter in the first period of the day. I'm like, first class of the day. That was a mistake. Oh, boy. Absolutely. Paul says, Grant, your name is now Nick Bosa, and because you're such a good dude, I'll only take 1,000. Well, all right, then I'll donate the other 99,000 to charity if I get that kind of contract. All right? Oh, my God. Absolutely. John's very funny. If that dog had a jersey number, you would remember its name from the 70s and 60s, too. He said it's right. It was Shiloh. But yeah, I got all the jersey numbers from the 60s and the 70s. No question about it. All right. Riley says he likes the Giants, the Jets, and the Browns with the points. Division home dogs. There you have it. I'm going to give you all my picks tomorrow. All right? I'm going to give you all my picks tomorrow. So Riley likes the Giants, Jets, and Browns with the points. And I'll give you my picks tomorrow. I don't want to give you all my picks today. But I had to make Flynnbot feel, I don't think I've ever called him Kevin in my life. I had to make Flynnbot happy by picking the Brownies. I wonder if Flynnbot, you going to the pound on Sunday, buddy? You're going to be at the dog pound? He goes to games. Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, Flynnbot was at game 4 down here in South Florida when Vegas took a 3-1 lead, 1 game away from the Stanley Cup, which they were able to do. Good job by Flynnbot flying in to go to game 4 here in South Florida. Good stuff. Am I going to pick the game tonight? Yes, I actually picked the Detroit Lions with the points tonight on the pool, the pick 'em pool that we have. I picked the Lions. Number 7, Mel Hines. Mel Hine, my dad's college football coach at Union, the great Hall of Fame center for the New York Football Giants. I told you, Flimbot's going to the game. Good job. Good job, buddy. Good job. Behave yourself in that dog pound. All right? You're not in college anymore. Behave yourself. All right? I don't want to see you getting thrown out. When I turned the game on CBS, I got Flimbot getting thrown out of the game. All right? Browns played the Bengals very well, says Cody. Yeah, think about that. Burrow's only 1-4 in his career against them. All right? How would I get in on the Pick'em pool? All right, I'm going to tell you right now. All right? Let me go to my social media account here. This is what happens when I don't have Ryan with me because I can't hear him. You know, Ryan wouldn't have to look at his account. Ryan would just be able to go, Napes, this is what they need to do. All right. So on the Pick'em pool, all right, you will pick all the games against the spread, and you can go to the website on Yahoo Sports, and let's see here. All right. Here we go. Here's the Garrison, are you on social media? Probably not, huh? Probably not. Because if you're on social media, you just click on the link and you would be good. All right, you know what? Since I'm an idiot, for those of you that are more technologically advanced than me, if you can give the instructions right here on the stream, then Garrison can see them instead of me acting like an idiot and trying to tell him how to get on. All right? There you have it. Oh, Ryan is here. Buddy, can I hear you, please?
You got me?
Oh, I can't hear you.
All right.
Ryan, it could be on my end, but I have not done anything to my laptop. It's the same setup as always. Everything is exactly the same. I'm using a different microphone, but that wouldn't affect the audio. All right, goodbye to Ryan. All right, what are you going to, he's going to write it down for us. Ryan, you're best, man. All right, here we go, Garrison. You ready for this? All right. Ryan's going to help us out here. Hey, Riley, you can hear him? Talk, Ryan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You
Check,
can hear
1,
him?
2, 1, 2.
Can everybody hear him? They can hear. All right, so it's all right, so there you have it. All right, hang on a minute. Let me see how I can do it. Hang on. Don't go anywhere. Let me see what I got here. Hang on.
For everybody that can hear me, the instructions or the link for the Pick'em League.
All right, let me try a little live magic here. All right, we're going to leave Ryan on. I'm going to see if I can go and use a pair of headsets. That's weird that I cannot hear my man back in Sactown. All right, I don't like that. I got to be able to talk with Ryan. Let me get the audio jack out here. I've never used this, by the way. I had to take it out of the wrapper. Let me make sure that this is work. Hang on a minute. All right. We got that end in. All right. Let's see what we got right here. We're going to go a little Bose headsets. By the way, you know the commercial, don't leave home without it, and it's the American Express. Let me tell you something. Don't leave home without your headsets, your Bose noise-canceling headsets. All right, Rhino, talk to me.
Check 1, 2, 1, 2. You got me, Napes?
Oh, my gosh. I got him on. How the heck are you?
It's a Jerry Reynolds miracle. I'm doing great, buddy. On my third set of microphones here with the AirPods, but it will do.
Well, I got you enough here. All right. So I'm happy. I'm happy about that. Man, oh man. Wow. I don't even know anymore, but all I know is I can hear you enough to be able to do the show. All right. So tell Garrison how he can get some to Pick'em League.
Yeah, so Garrison, I posted it in the chat on the show. You can click on the Yahoo link, scroll all the way up on the chat. League ID is there. It's 21169. Password is Napes. If you have any issues getting signed up, email Grant or I. Grant can put both of our emails up really quick on the screen, and I will send you a direct email from the league so you can sign up there. I'm going
to put that up right now. You can send me a quick email to gnapier@gmail.com, and I'll send that to Ryan, and we'll get you covered. Also, here's Ryan's email. There it is, Rhino in Sactown at gmail.com. Here is your league ID and the password. All right. So it's up there for you. But again, send Ryan an email, rhinoinsactown@gmail.com. Bye. I'm so happy that you're joining me. Who do you like tonight in this Lions Chiefs game?
I like the Lions. In fact, I like the Lions before Kelsey went down, see if he's going to be in tonight. But I just like the momentum. I like how they ended last season. I feel like there's belief in that building. The defense, that's going to be the big question for both teams. But you can't forget the Lions were the fourth scoring offense in the league last year. So if they can continue that trend, it could be a fun game. So I'm going Lions.
All right. Update everybody. They want to know how your surgery went.
It was great. Everything is awesome. I'm happy to report that I am learning how to walk again, pain-free. So I could not be happier. I'm going to be dragging napes on the golf course pretty soon.
All right. So Riley wants to know, Patrick was wondering if he can wait to Sunday to pick the games. Yeah, but you can't wait to Sunday to pick tonight's game. You got to pick tonight's game before it starts, obviously. All right. As you said, I believe he can wait. He just has to pick the game tonight. Yeah, I mean, I think you have to pick the games, I think, 5 minutes before they start, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was the setting that I chose for the league. So it's the Lions move up until Sunday. So just pick tonight's game, like Nate said.
Well, the link is send an email. All right. Send an email to Ryan right now, Garrison, and he'll send you what you need. Go to rhinoinsactown@gmail.com. There you go. Yep. rhinoinsactown@gmail.com. Send him an email and he'll get back to you before the game starts. All right.
I got Ryan, your back, Garrison.
They want to know if you play golf.
Oh, absolutely. I don't play well, but I have fun going out there. Yeah. No, it's one of my favorite things to do.
I mean, Justin Thomas doesn't play well. Don't feel bad.
Yeah. Great point. Great point. They all have their days. So it's always fun when you get out with boys and have a good time on 18.
Yeah. I'm so happy I have you, man. I'm so
pumped up.
I just love to know what's going on with my laptop because I've always been able to hear you and I don't know what the deal is. And I'm using a new microphone, but that wouldn't affect the audio output, but whatever, or input. But all right. So you like the Lions. I like the Lions. I think what's the spread right now? I took the points. I don't know if they win, but I think it's a close game.
I believe it is 4.5 in favor of KC.
Yeah. It started at 6.5. So it's now down to 4.5 because of, Kelsey, right?
Yeah, so. And here's the thing with Kelsey, Grant, it's a long season. With a hyperextended knee, do you really want to risk that in game one lingering? Because Chiefs win or lose, I don't think this sets the stage for the rest of their season.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right. Keep the comments coming. And also, I will be out at Bennett's next weekend. All right. And the week after, and the week after, and the week after. I may just sleep there. I'm going to ask Brian if I can stay in the parking lot. That way I can get, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All right. I can just hang out there. Bennett's West Side Grill at the Blue Oaks Town Center in Rockland. Go to bennettsrestaurants.com to make a reservation. Check out the menu. Remember, they have 60 different types of wine available by the glass. The weekend brunch, they have the prime rib on the weekends and so much more. Prime seafood and steak at Bennett's West Side Grill. Man, I can't wait. Can't wait. All right.
It is the best.
You and I are on the same side tonight. We're picking Alliance. All right. So this is a very interesting question. I did a rant on this. Ryan, curious on your thoughts on the safety of the U.S. Open. I tend to agree with Grant's rant from this morning. If you didn't hear my rant, I'm like, you got hundreds of thousands of dollars you spend on technology to have a retractable roof. It closed the damn thing. Would you please?
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, that's the whole point. Close it. I mean, these guys, they're sweating, Grant, through their clothes. They're going through 4, 5, 6 shirts. And not only for the players, but for the fans, too.
Yeah.
Because the heat reflecting off of that court is huge.
Brutal.
And it's been very humid out there. So it's one of those things. I don't know if it's tradition that they play outdoors unless, reaches a certain temperature, but protect the players, protect the fans.
All right. Cody says 37 people in the Pick'em group so far is the best part. Ryan does not need to keep track of it all is the best part. And trust me, his wife is very appreciative of that. And I am too, because it's a pain in the ass. And Ryan did a great job last year, but I don't want him to have to go through that. I really don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most people love the online option. I think so. Absolutely. And I appreciate that. And thanks very much for doing that.
Hey, my
Am I doing
pleasure.
any shows from Bennett's? I don't have any schedule right now. I'm going to go talk to Brian next week. Maybe I'll do a Monday night out there for a Monday night game. All right. Maybe I'll do Thursday night when the Giants and the 49ers play. Maybe I'll do
Hey,
Thursday
that's not
night.
a bad idea.
Yeah. The only problem is I don't want to be bothered when I'm watching the Giants play. So I would be rude and no, I can't do that. Not when the Giants are playing. I got to do it when the Giants aren't playing.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. If
I
you can
can't.
call an NBA game while watching the Giants
Yeah, but
play,
nobody's talking to me when I'm watching a Giants game, when I'm announcing an NBA game. Nobody's coming up to me and asking me questions. All right. I'm able to focus on the Giants game. All right. I'm actually able to focus on the Giants game while I'm announcing a Kings game. Now if I got people coming up to me all the time, I don't want to be rude. I got to talk to them. I like eye contact. I'm going to miss some of the plays. I can't do that.
yeah, that's fair. And I mean, it is going to be enemy territory too. So you're going to subject yourself to that as well.
Yeah. All right. So my buddy Flimbot is joining the pick'em. He wants me to send him the link. All right, Flimbot, here's what I'm going to do. Email me at gnapier@gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll send you the link as soon as I get off I can do it even right now. Send me an email, gnapier@gmail.com. There you have it.
And for anybody watching on YouTube, scroll to the top of the chat. I posted the link in there. You can copy and paste it.
All right. All right, here we go. All right. So yeah. All right. So there's the one. You got the league ID, you got the password, you got everything there. All right. Okay. Thank you for doing all of that, buddy. I appreciate that.
Of course. My pleasure. I want to get as many people in because it was so fun last season.
Yeah.
So especially now that we're going to have the chance to carry through the playoffs on this league. So I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Flimbot, just text me your email address. All right. Just text it to me right now and I'll send it to you. All right. All right. What else you want to talk about tonight, buddy? We've got I can't wait to watch the game tonight. I can't wait for Sunday. I can't wait for Sunday night, Monday. I love it. Love it.
It's arguably the most exciting weekend of the year. So I'm super looking forward to that. I think college football is a good talk right now. I heard your rant on University of Colorado and Deion Sanders and the program, and I think that's an interesting topic because I feel like it's college football in 2023 defined now, the way Deion's running the program.
I don't disagree with that, and I don't have a problem with the way he's running the program. I think already he's done yeoman's work in a short period of time. My problem is acting like he just won the national championship and calling out the media. The media's job is not to be a cheerleader for Colorado, and you only won one game. You haven't accomplished anything yet. Don't call out the media, and especially someone like Ed Werder. Really? I mean, that's not necessary. It's just not necessary.
Well, I guess the question is, it comes with the territory a little bit with Deion. He was always kind of loud and boisterous when he played in the league, but Jackson State, it was somewhat the same. He's been very proud of his programs, but I do think it was a little bit too far. But I think the really interesting thing to me is the way the program runs, Grant. I mean, the players really, really are, how do I put it? It's very loosely ran in terms of it's player friendly. He's a player's coach. And especially with college athletes, with NIL now, that could blow up in a coach's face in a second if you don't have that right balance at the helm.
Again, I don't disagree with that. I think that there's obviously a lot of momentum. Colorado is now on the college football map, and it's been a long time since we can say that. But, again, you're as good as your last game, and there's a lot of football left. And so, let's just wait and see. All right. Yeah, it was a big win. First of all, for those that said that they beat the team that was in the national championship game last year, no, they didn't. They didn't beat the team that was in the national championship team. That team started the year ranked 17th in the country. Okay. So, and by the way, ranked 17th doesn't mean you're no good. It doesn't mean you're chopped liver, but that's not the team that was in the national championship game last year. A lot of the players on that team aren't there this year. So keep that in mind as well. All right.
Sure. Good point. And I have a hard time even looking at rankings before week one. You got to get a couple weeks under the belt before you can really legitimize those.
Garrison, I'm going to ask you one more time, my friend. Okay. I know it's complicated because I had to have Ryan help me. And so I understand where you're coming from. I'm going to ask you to send an email to Ryan, all right? And let him send you where it's easy, all right? Just go to rhinoinsactown@gmail.com. And I think that would be the easy. I had to do that. He had to send me, a special link, all right? So try to do that if you can, Garrison, because I agree with you. I couldn't figure it out either, all right?
Yeah, Garrison, as soon as the show wraps, if you've sent the email, I'll send you the link as the commissioner. So it'll make it very easy.
Cody says you have to search Yahoo Pick'em. We can't type the web address here. All right. Again, email. All right. All right. Garrison says he emailed Ryan a couple minutes ago. Garrison, as soon as Ryan's off the air, he'll take care of you. Okay. All right. We got plenty of time. Don't worry about it. All right.
We could call up our IT guy, Jerry Reynolds, for you, Garrison.
Yeah. Could you imagine if I put Jerry's email and said, for any problems, then please email Jerry Reynolds. You're welcome, Garrison.
Pick 'em? What's a pick? You shouldn't be picking anything, Grant.
He said it's Pro Pick'em on the Yahoo app. All right, there you have it. Pro Pick'em.
Cool.
All right. Man, Jerry Reynolds. Could you imagine Jerry getting all these emails?
Oh, it would be great. I think they would inevitably flow back to us at some point. So.
All right, so I'm going to send my buddy Flimbot the link. I can just send him the same thing you sent me, right?
Yeah, just forward the email that I sent him, or I sent you.
Whoa. Don't want to lose my mic in the process of this. Nothing like live shows, emailing people in the middle of the show, everything else. It's all good, right, Rhino?
It's all good. Got to multitask a little bit on a Thursday afternoon, Napes, especially when football's back.
Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm really happy, though, seriously, that you are doing so much better. I mean, that's anytime you have surgery, you never know, man, Yeah,
you don't. I'm very blessed, especially to have 2 hip replacements in a 3-month span and not have any major complications. So I appreciate it. And all the well wishes everybody sent out. Thank you very much. All right. Really meant a
lot. Keep the questions coming. And don't forget about New Works Plumbing of Sacramento for all of your plumbing needs and repairs. Again, just go to sacserviceplumbing.com or call the number on your screen. New Works Plumbing, they've got a fix for you. All right. Remember, plumbing needs, plumbing issues, sacserviceplumbing.com. All right. So, Flimbot, I'll get that to you in a couple of minutes. All right. I'm trying to locate it. All right. So, tonight, I'm just curious. If you're the Detroit Lions, do you want the ball first in this game, or would you rather go on defense if you have your choice?
I want the ball first. If I'm Detroit, I want to go down, prove a point, and set the tone of the game. Don't let Kansas City come out, run down the field, get a high energy play, get a big play, because that can intimidate the Lions. They're young. They have got to come out and put their foot down first.
Okay, well, we have people that sometimes come in saying that I should probably give my email. I don't know how many times I've had to give my email. I've been on now since 3 o'clock. It's now 3:36. I put my email up there 5 times, and I put Ryan's up there 3 to 5 times. So maybe you just joined us. All right.
Possibly.
And maybe you're the clown. All right, because you're unable to read. All right. Maybe you're the clown. Okay. Goodbye. Go watch somebody else's stream, would you please? Seriously, you know how many times I put the damn email up? Unbelievable. Seriously. Can't make it up.
Strong word with clown. How can anybody be that upset on opening day for the NFL?
There's idiots everywhere. There are people that are miserable. You could give them $5 million and they'd be pissed that they got to pay taxes. Right?
Amen. This is true.
Rob's got a great point. True. Maybe I should just put, that's the wrong one. Maybe I should put the email on my forehead, both mine and Ryan's. That way it's always there. There you go. Good job.
Nate, you know what? Why don't we do another watch party at Bennett's? Instead of shaving our heads, we'll get our get our foreheads tattooed.
There you have it. Okay. Absolutely.
Awesome.
All right. Cody has a question. All right. What about Nick Chubb? All right. What do you think? Averages under 5 yards per carry. I love Nick Chubb. He could be the best back in football.
Yeah, Nick Chubb is durable to me. He's
Yeah.
got a low center of gravity. He can catch the ball out of the backfield, do a little bit of everything. So, yeah, I do think this could be the year. I really do if he can stay healthy. And out of all the running backs, he's in a handful that I look upon very highly.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking you got to put Christian McCaffrey on that list. You got to put Saquon Barkley based on what he had last year.
Have to.
Chubb is on that list. Derrick Henry's on that list. Josh Jacobs is definitely on the list, right?
Yeah. You think Derrick Henry's still there with his age?
I'm going to give him one more year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Dalvin Cook, he's outside that 5, but he's kind of on the fringes there because he can be a game changer at times, especially in that pass game. So that'll be interesting to see if he can step up with a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers.
Uh-huh. All right, keep the questions coming. Are we into the hype on Robinson? I don't know. I'm a believer. Show me, and then I'll. It's like show me first. Show me that what you can do. All right. And they're saying that he's everyone's favorite. Riley, what do you think about that?
I think Bijan, he had a hell of a career at Texas. I think he's another back that's strong, finishes runs very strong, and he could be the next thing. You just never know, Grant. We see 6th, 7th round guys that excel, and we see 1st round guys that, end up getting hurt or don't do well. But Bijan does have the tools to make it happen.
By the way, I've taken him off the chat, so don't worry about it. We don't need idiots on the stream. So it's very simple to do. I think, all right, let's all just understand that on Monday and Tuesday will be overreaction this week. All right.
Yes.
It's a 17-game season. There are teams that start off slowly every year and then catch fire and vice versa. All right. So let's just understand it takes 3 to 4 weeks to evaluate a team. It really does.
Sample size, it's what you always preach, Nate. Speaking of overreactions, let's play a little game really quick. If you look at all the week one games, which team has the most to benefit from a strong week one performance?
I think the team that's playing tonight. I think the Lions. I mean, there's a lot expected of them based on the way they played in the second half of last year, based on the fact that they haven't been relevant in decades. I think it's the Detroit Lions. I think they tonight, if they could go into Kansas City, and yes, I know Travis Kelce's not playing. I get all of that. If they could go into Kansas City and win that game, everyone, everyone's going to be talking about the Detroit Lions. Everyone. They're going to be the new darlings of the National Football League for the next 10 days.
Well, they darn near are the darlings of the National Football League this entire offseason. We've heard so much about them and Dan Campbell. I'm going to go a different way, and I know it's a little cliche, but I think it's got to be the Jets. With the Jets,
I was just going to say the Jets too. Go ahead.
With Jet fans just so excited, expectations high to finally have that star quarterback. Playing the Buffalo Bills at home, I just think that bar is so high. And if they can pass that in week one, I think you're going to hear as much hype and I know we've heard a lot, as much as the Lions if they can defeat Kansas City. Yeah,
I'm with you on the Jets. I think they have so much to gain with a win at home and an Aaron Rodgers who's protected. I'm a little worried about that offensive line.
Yes.
We're going to learn a lot on Monday night about that Jets offensive line.
Yes, you are. And Aaron will not be shy. You know that from him if he is not getting the protection he wants.
All right. So we got football coming up tomorrow. I will be back on Listen App. We'll talk about tonight's game. I'll give you my picks for the weekend and a lot more. Okay. So I think the Jets are right there along with the Lions. I mean, Hard Knocks, everyone focusing in on the Jets, Aaron Rodgers. Again, a lot of people seem to forget, Ryan, that it was only 2 seasons ago that Aaron Rodgers was the NFL's MVP. It's not like he forgot how to play football.
No, he is not, and he's been Grant. He's been injured a lot in the last couple seasons, where he's just had something nag for
Yep.
3, 4, 5 games. So to have him healthy and be in a situation where he's happy and not looking over his shoulder, and Grant, he's in the twilight of his career. For me, watching Aaron Rodgers on Hard Knocks, it looked like he genuinely is enjoying being back on that football
I
field
think
and
so.
found that love again in the locker room.
Yeah, it's certainly looked like that based on the way it's been presented on HBO. All right, so Garrison, good job right there. Just finished picking the games for the first week of the
Hey,
season, so he's figuring it out. Good job right there.
good job, Garrison. Assist to Cody.
There we have it. Garrison,
it.
you're not a clown, okay?
No,
We don't have clowns on this show. Well, we did. I got rid of that clown.
They get removed really quick.
That's exactly right. Okay, good job right there. So we add on the games. Since you are not going to be with me tomorrow, you might call into the show.
Yeah.
If I told you the Sunday night game is off the board, the Monday night game is off the board, and I know you're a Seahawks fan, but I understand this. In other words, the national games tonight, Sunday, Monday, those aren't included. What do you think's the more interesting game of the week? Of all the games, which one do you think has the biggest, wow, I can't wait to watch that game?
I'm going to go with the 49ers and the Steelers. And I'm going with the 49ers and the Steelers because the 49ers seem to come in pretty much full health. They get Nick Bosa locked down with his contract. We'll see if he's able to go full because he wasn't in training camp. But Mike Tomlin always has those guys ready to play in Pittsburgh. And the San Francisco 49ers, they've got to make the 10 a.m. trip to Pittsburgh. And I look at the Niners, they're a very physical team. Steelers, very physical as well. So if Pickett can really toss that ball around and they can show up, I think that's going to be a fun, old-fashioned football game. Because one of my favorite stats, Grant, from last year was teams were 1-15 in the following week after they played the 49ers.
How about that?
Which speaks directly to their physicality, and that's Pittsburgh's brand too. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. How about you?
That's a great point you just made. That's a great stat. The game that I'm circling that I think will have playoff implications in week 1 is Miami at the Chargers. I think that is going to be a hell of a game. You got to remember, before Tua got hurt last year, the Miami Dolphins they had arrived offensively, and they are the real deal. And I'm not sold on the way the Chargers are coached with Staley. I think he takes way too many chances, but their talent is there. Last year, Herbert was dealing with guys at the skill position that were hurt most of the year. These are two teams that can flat out move the ball up and down the field. I think that's going to be a dandy.
That could be a shootout, a fun shootout. So I like that one as well. And if I'm going to throw in a third one really quick, I got to go Packers and Bears because there's so many questions in that game. You've got Green Bay's new look offense. They only have 2 starters that are over 27 years of age. Then you got Justin Fields, who Chicago said, you are our guy. We're not drafting a number 1 pick quarterback. So that could be a really fun matchup to see the future of that division.
All right. Good job with Anita checking in. So excited for meeting in football tonight. Wow, that's an incredible stat, Ryan. Yes, it is. Somebody is donating a $100 gift card. Yes, that is Dr. Jay Griffiths, who's donating a $100 gift card to the winner of our Pick'em League. So, yeah, that's good stuff right there. Someone says, Peter thinks the Chargers defense is soft, all right, to the run, and they didn't add a DT in the draft. They went with more targets for Herbert. Well, it's a passing league. I don't have a problem with that. I think this is going to be one of the highest scoring games of the weekend. I really do.
Yeah, I actually do have a little bit of a problem with that because you look at the way that football is really played well and the teams that have had sustained success, it starts on the D-line and the O-line now. Those are the positions they're looking at, and I think the Chargers need to mix a little bit more in there.
All right. Anita, when you get a chance, put the name of your book up for Riley and others that want to purchase that book. If you would not mind, put the name of your book up right here on the chat line. Cody says hard to predict the Bears or the Packers. Well, all the games are hard to predict. If they were easy, we'd all be filthy rich, right? So
Yeah.
they all are. I mean, none of these games are easy to pick. I mean, you don't see casinos and sports books going out of business. All right.
This is true, Grant, and we'll see how our picks line up against the spread.
Yeah.
Sea Dog was the winner last year, so
Yeah.
we'll see if anybody can dethrone him.
All right. Paul says, heard about your book, Anita, the other day. Congrats. Yeah, we all congratulate Anita.
Yes.
What a class lady she is, and we're very happy for her and wish her the best with that book. So there we have it. And Anita says, hey, Jeff, what's up? Anita, put the name of your book and any other information you want, and I'll put it up on the chat line. All right. There you have it. Dallas and the Giants is pretty easy. Yeah. Okay. Well, then go ahead, bet your house and your car on it. All right. There you have it.
Yeah. Nothing is easy with Dak Prescott at the helm. Let's just put it that way.
Nothing's easy in the NFL. I mean, again, it's nothing's easy. Nothing is easy. All right. Nothing. All right. Again, I actually am talking to an individual about writing a book. I'm waiting for my lawsuit to be over, and then we'll see. All right. We'll see. I'm waiting for that. Well, hopefully that will happen before the end of the decade. No, it will. So we're moving forward, absolutely. Bottom line, all lives matter. You always have my respect. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, man. Giants are another team that can make a big statement with a win. They have to win because they play San Francisco in week 3, and then they have a Monday night game against Seattle with Arizona mixed in. If they lose to Dallas, they could be looking coming home 1-2 to play a Monday night game against Seattle, which would then pretty much be a must win for the Giants.
Yeah, it's a brutal schedule to start off. And the Giants, I think that's one of the more interesting teams, Grant, because you've said it. You've talked to some of the people in the building. Yep. They're better this year, but they could have a worse actual, season, which is hard to believe with that coaching staff.
They, again, I'm going to read you their schedule real quickly just to give you an idea. So they go Cowboys, Cardinals, 49ers, right? Then they've got the Seahawks on a Monday night. Then they're at Miami. They're at the Bills. They got Washington. Then they have the Jets. They're at the Raiders. Then the Cowboys again, the Commanders, the Patriots, the Packers, the Saints, obviously the Eagles twice, the Rams. But that middle, that San Francisco stretch where you start with at the 49ers on a Thursday night, then the Seahawks on a Monday, then Miami and Buffalo. That's a brutal stretch right there.
That is a potentially disastrous stretch. And that's a physical stretch, Grant. Yep. I mean, if you're going Niners on a Thursday night to Seattle on a Monday night.
Yep. Well, the only good news is you have the 11 days because you play Thursday night in San Francisco and you don't play again until the following Monday. So that gives you a chance to rest and get going again. But yeah, that's still not easy. Not easy. Not easy. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. We said I normally bet against the public on the spreads last year. I got first place on Pro Pick'em. Well, good for you. Maybe get first place again this year. You never know. All right. We got someone going to the Falcons and the Panthers game, you and your wife. Oh, she's wearing a Bama gear for Bryce. Wow.
Okay.
There we go. Good job.
Very cool. Have a great time.
Yeah, absolutely. I just made this trip. I don't know if I told you, but my youngest son left the Bay Area. He got a really good job at a TV station in Nashville. And so at the end of this month, I'm going in to visit him, and we're going to the Tennessee Volunteer game against South Carolina.
How cool is that? That is awesome. And congrats to him on the move. Nashville, what a great city. I hear great things about it.
Uh-huh. By the way, Flimbot got his picks in. He's part of the league, so good job right there. Nashville, my son and his girlfriend love it. They can't stop talking about it. They absolutely love it. So I'm looking forward to
Very
visiting
cool.
him at the end of the month and going to see the. I've always wanted to go to Neyland Stadium, 106, 7,000
Yeah,
people, and I'm very happy. I already got my tickets, and I'm good to go.
very good. Very
Yeah,
good. That's going to be
absolutely.
exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man. All right. Do I think that Odell Beckham will make an impact? I think if he's healthy, he'll have an impact on that team. I don't know if it'll be a huge impact, but yeah, you know. What about Elliott with New England? Zeke? Less so. I think the Patriots are going to have it. I don't see them winning 9 games this year. I could see them being a 7-win team. What do you think of the Patriots?
Um, it's putting Bill Belichick on the spot, right? This is going to see if he could really be that coach. So there's always that question: was it Brady or Belichick? But I think the Patriots are going to have a tough go of it this year. I don't really have a ton of confidence in Mac Jones turning
Yeah.
things around. Just I don't see it, Grant. I think this could be kind of that end to that area or era in New England.
Garrison says, I can remember your kids at the Arco Arena. I can't believe they're in college unless they have already graduated college. Then I'm really surprised. Thank goodness they're not in college. We'd have real financial issues going on in the Napier family. My youngest is 25, and Trent just turned 27 on Labor Day. So 25 and 27. So no, they're done with their college. Thank goodness. All right, absolutely. Well, again, they want to know what week is Tua done. Let's hope he doesn't. No one's rooting for him to get hurt. So let's hope. You don't want to see guys get hurt. You don't. So.
But here's the flip side of it, Grant. I agree you don't want to see guys get hurt, but part of Tua's game is, getting out there, scrambling, running. You've almost got to try to cut that out altogether to have any hope of keeping him,
Yep.
safe. And so that's what's scary to me, because now you're taking him out of his element.
Maybe, but you know this, Ryan. You play basketball. Athletes play on instinct.
True.
And your instinct is to play the way you've always played. That can be very difficult to try to change the way you've always played.
Very much so, Grant. I mean, I'd flip that back to you. You watching guys with the Kings coming in, if there's something that they want to tweak on that shot, or they want to tweak in any part of their game, that's learning from the start all over again. But I really do wish the best for Tua, because it would be an awful situation for him personally, but for the NFL and the Miami Dolphins as a whole.
Yeah. All right. Again, if you want to give us a message, we'll try to answer it. And what do you think tonight? Give me a prediction on the score tonight. What do you all think? What do you think? Who wins, Lions or Chiefs, and what score do you have? What are you seeing on this game tonight? I picked the Lions in the pick'em pool. I take the points. I could see Kansas City winning, but I think it's a field goal type of a game. I really do.
I am going to go the opposite of you on the back end there. I do have the Lions winning. I have the Lions winning outright. I think the Lions will win by a touchdown. I think it's going to be a game where the Lions are going to hang around, and then at the end, bounce and take off.
All right, we got 34-31. We got the Chiefs winning. Cody's got the Lions winning 24-20. We got Carr checking in with the Chiefs 38, the Lions 30. I don't think the Chiefs are going to score 38 without Travis Kelce. Riley's got the Chiefs winning 33-30. Anita's got Kansas City winning 24-21. We got 27-17 Kansas City. Any thoughts on the new kickoff rule? I want to see it tonight. I want to see it. Yeah, I'm not crazy about it, but we got the Lions winning 35-28. Paul checks in. Thank you very much. Good stuff right there. All right, Lions 27, Chiefs 24. We got them all coming in right now. Good job right there.
Love it.
John's got the score 27-24 Chiefs. James got a 2016 Kansas City. Rob's got a 28-17 Kansas City. So we appreciate all of the messages here on the chat line. Jay has the Chiefs winning 27-21. All right. So we got them all coming in. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a close game.
Yeah, I think it'll be close all the way. And in fact, I think it's actually a detriment to the Lions if they come out and get up by a couple touchdowns, because that's where Kansas City sometimes thrives.
All right. Hey, buddy, I'm sorry it was on my end that we couldn't get you going. So I can hear you loud and clear now, and I don't even have my headset on. So I'm not really sure what the problem is. But anyway, you enjoy the game tonight, man. Enjoy the game. And I can't, by the way, Monday, you'll be on with me after Sean Salisbury, I hope. I'm going to talk to Sean at 3 o'clock. And then hopefully you and I can follow that up on Monday at 3 o'clock Pacific.
All right. Sounds great, Grant. Thanks for having me. Enjoy the game tonight.
All right. Thank you very much. And hey, thank you to everyone for joining us right here on the stream. Appreciate it. We got football that we are going to be talking about. Cannot wait. Thanks for joining us right here on If You Don't Like That. So long, everybody.